Hello friends, in this lecture we will study the other topic of the work study. We have classified work study into two parts. The first was method study or motion study. Okay, so it was little bit of theoretical topics and we have studied about the basic of method study or motion study in the previous lecture. In this lecture we will study the other part, that is time study or work measurement. Okay, so our topic is time study or work measurement. Time study or work measurement. So in the last lecture I have also told you that the method study means to find out the standard methods to complete the work. Okay, a set of predefined steps were there. Okay, in this time study, from the name only it is clear that it is time study. Time study means we have to find the standard time to complete a job. Okay, so time study basically means it is it is used to it is used to find the standard time. It is used to find the standard time for a job taking all the taking all the uncertainties into account. Okay, so in this method we will find the a standard time that is required to complete a particular type of job. Okay, so it is all about time study. Okay, so in this we know that there were two methods. Okay, one was direct method and the other was indirect method. Indirect method, we used to calculate the time either by the stopwatch technique or a work sampling technique. Okay, so basically we will see the stopwatch technique. Okay, so how to find the standard time? Okay, how to find the standard time? So the first time is our observed time. Okay, the first time is observed time, or it is also known as elemental time. Okay, so this time basically you can see that it is observed time. It means suppose a worker is doing the work. Okay, a worker is doing the work. So how to calculate the time which he is going to require? Okay, which he is going to require, or he is going to take the complete the job. So basically observers are measuring the time. Okay, basically some observers are assigned and they measure the time of those workers with the help of some time measuring device like a stopwatch. Okay, they set the stopwatch and they calculate that in what time he is going to complete his work. So basically it is the time measured by the observer. Okay, it is the time measured by the observer. Okay, from the name only it is clear it is observed time. Okay, so basically we can see that it is the it is the time measured it is the time measured or observed it is the time measured or observed by the observer using using some time measuring technique using some time measuring technique like stopwatch. Okay, so basically stopwatch is used to measure the time. Okay, a stopwatch is used to measure the time. In short, it is also known as OT. Okay, observed time is OT. So basically the observers are assigned so that they can observe the worker using some stopwatch technique, that how much time he is going to take. Okay, our next time is standard time. sorry, it is our normal time. Okay, the next time is normal time. In short, it is known as NT. Okay, so what is the normal time? We can say that it is the time, it is the time taken by, it is the time taken by, it is the time taken by a normal worker, it is the time taken by a normal worker, normal worker under normal working condition, under normal working condition to complete a job, to complete a job. Okay, so it is the time. Okay, the last time was the time it was observed by the observer. Okay, the time observed by the observer. Okay, it is not the, actually you can say it is not the work completion time, but in normal time you can say that it is the time, it is the time taken by a normal worker. Normal worker means he is fit. Okay, he is fit, he is not taking he is not taking rest. Okay, okay, rest are given by the company itself. Okay, breaks are there. Okay, breaks are provided to the workers that you can take the break, but frequently he cannot leave the work. Okay, unnecessary, he cannot leave the work, he has to complete the work on time. So it is the time taken by a normal worker, means the worker is fit, he can work properly under normal working condition. Okay, under normal working condition, it means the working atmosphere is also normal, there is no machine failure, there is no power failure. Okay, there is no machine breakdown. Okay, so the working condition is always normal to complete a job. Okay, so it is the time which is taken by a normal or a fit worker to complete a job under a normal working condition, under a normal working condition. So the normal time, basically the normal time is equals to the observed time, observed time into rating factor, observed time into rating factor. If you want to calculate the normal time is going to be the product of OT into RF. Okay, rating factor is something which is provided to the worker. Okay, you can say it is just like efficiency. Okay, it is just like efficiency. So suppose the observers measure that a worker is going to require 10 minutes. Okay, a worker is going to require 10 minutes, and suppose the rating factor is 120%. Okay, I am taking the example. Suppose that the OT is 10 minutes or 10 hours. Okay, let's say example, and rating factor is 120%. Rating factor is 120%. So normal time will be 10 hours into 0.12. Okay, it is going to be 0.12. Sorry, 1.2. It is going to be 1.2. Say 120 by 100. Just take it. So the time he is going to take is 12 hours. Okay, the time he is going to take is 12 hours. Okay, the time he is going to take is 12 hours. So it will be the normal time which will be taken by a normal worker under the normal working condition. Okay, you cannot assume that every time he is working. Okay, he is working without taking any breaks. Okay, so breaks, that means allowance are there, that he can take the drinking water facilities. Okay, everything is allowed. So normal time is the product of observed time into the rating factor. Okay, normal time is observed time into rating factor, because every person has got their own efficiency. Okay, rating factor you can relate it with efficiency. Every person has got its own efficiency, or you can say his or her own speed of doing the work. So basically that will also come into the account. Okay, each and every persons are not equal. Okay, the speed of two workers cannot be equal. Okay, the efficiency of two workers cannot be equal. Okay, so the rating factor is multiplied with the observed time. So suppose that the normal time required to complete a job under a normal working condition is 12 hours. Okay, this is fixed. Suppose a person decides that to make this marker, the normal time is 12 hours. Okay, to make this marker the normal time is 12 hours. So what we will say, the normal time is fixed. Okay, normal time is 12 hours and it is fixed. To make this marker, 12 hours will be required. Okay, and two workers are assigned. We assign two workers to make this marker, two different workers to make this marker. So what we will do, we will do the observed time, of the first worker into rating factor of first worker. Okay, normal time is 12 hours and it will be the product of observed time, okay, which is observed by the observer for that worker, and into its rating factor, and this is going to be equal to the observed time of the second worker into the rating factor of the second worker, we can say. Okay, you can say that since the normal time is fixed to make this marker, so, and we have chosen two workers to complete this work, so it is going to the product of the observed time of first worker into his rating factor and the observed time of second worker into his rating factor. Okay, and suppose we say that, since we can say that observed time of the first worker is greater than the observed time of the second worker, it can be there. Okay, when the observer is observing with the help of his stopwatch, suppose he is going to take 10 hours and he is going to take only 9 hours. Okay, he is going to take 10 hours and he is going to take 9 hours. It means that, and since normal time is going to be equal, it means that this implies that the rating factor of 1 will be less than the rating factor of 2. The rating factor of worker 1 will be less than the rating factor of worker 2. Okay, that means that the worker 2 is more efficient. The worker 2 is more efficient. Okay, he can do the work more efficiently, or he can say his speed is more than the worker 1. Why? Because the observed time of 1 is more, but the normal time of both the workers are same. It means the rating factor of worker 1 is going to be less. The rating factor of worker 1 is going to be less. So normal time is, that's why I have said that normal time is the standard time. Normal time is going to be the standard time. And one note is there that this rating factor is applicable only for humans. Okay, so we can say that rating factors are applied only for manual operations. Rating factor are applied only for manual operations. It is not applied for machines. It is not applied for machines. That means that for machines, the normal time is equal to the observed time. Okay, for machines, the normal time is going to be equal to the observed time. It is very important. In the numericals, you are going to need it. Okay, the rating factor or performance rating is only applicable for the human beings. Okay, or for manual operations. It is not applied to the machines. It means for machines we can say that our normal time is equal to the observed time. Okay, normal time is equal to the observed time. So the last time is our standard time. So our third time is standard time. In short, it is ST. Okay, in short, it is ST. So it is the time required to complete a job. It is the time required to complete a job taking all the uncertainties which are related to production system. Okay, so it is the time required to complete a job, taking all the uncertainties which are related to production system. Okay, taking all the uncertainties, you can say, taking all the uncertainties into account which are related to production system. So what does it mean? We can say that the standard time is going to be equals to the normal time plus allowance. Okay, these allowance are the uncertainties, you can say. A person is not going to work continuously, okay, like a machine. A person is not going to work continuously like a machine. It means you have to provide him some kind of allowance, like rest allowance. Okay, you will have to tell him that take the rest. Okay, so these type of things are known as rest allowance. You will have to provide him the personal allowance, drinking water facilities, washroom facilities. Okay, there may be some fatigue allowance, that he gets tired, so you will have to provide some fatigue allowance. Okay, there may be some company allowance. Okay, so standard time is normal time plus some allowance. Okay, you have to provide him some allowance to take the rest. Okay, so we can say that allowance is equals to 15% of normal time. Okay, by default. If nothing is given, then you will take it. Okay, allowance is equals to 15% of the normal time. If in the question no allowance is given and they are asking you the standard time. Okay, suppose normal time is given and they are asking you the standard time. So what you have to do, a standard time equals to normal time plus allowance, and it is by default 15%. If they have given the data that take 10%, then it's okay. If nothing is given, then take 15%. So it is going to be normal time plus 0.15 times of normal time. So standard time is going to be normal time into 1 plus 0.15. It is by default. If nothing is given, if the data is given, then take it. Okay, if given 20%, then consider 20%. If given 10%, then consider 10%. Okay, so in this way you can find the standard time. So the question is that what is allowance? You can say that it is the extra time. It is the extra time provided. It is the extra time provided to the workers. It is the extra time provided to the workers above the normal time. Okay, because it is some percent of normal time. Allowance is some percent of normal time. So you can say that it is the extra time provided to the workers above the normal time, to work continuously for long hours. Okay, if you want that they should work continuously for long hours, it means you have to provide them some breaks. Okay, some little breaks. Okay, some relaxation of time that you can take the rest. So allowance is of 5 types. The first one is rest allowance. You can say that a person can take the rest for sometimes. Okay, according to the policy of the company. The second one is personal allowance. Personal allowance like drinking water facilities, okay, washroom facilities. These are the personal allowance. You can write here drinking water, washroom. Okay, these are the allowance provided to so that they can work continuously for long hours. The third one is fatigue allowance. Okay, when the workers are going to carry heavy works. Okay, in case of heavy works, not every time. Okay, so suppose the worker is going to carry some heavy works, so he will get the fatigue, he will get tired, so you have to provide some rest. Okay, so that is known as fatigue allowance. It occurs only in case of some heavy works. The fifth one is contingency allowance. Okay, contingency allowance. So it is basically a delay. It is basically a delay from the production department. Okay, it is basically a delay from the production department, not from the workers. Okay, so whenever there is a delay from the production department, okay, the delay is not from the side of workers. Okay, that delay is from the production department. Either there is a machine breakdown, or okay, there is power failure. Okay, so worker will get a chance to rest. Okay, worker will get a chance to take the rest. So when the delay is from the production department, then this type of allowance is known as contingency allowance. And the fifth one is policy allowance. Okay, that depend on the policy of the company. Okay, it depends on the company. Okay, the policy line depends on the company, that what they are going to fix, or what are the changes they are going to make. Okay, suppose there is some strike. Okay, so the work will not take place. Okay, a strike happens in the industry, the work is not going to take place, so the workers will get a chance to take the rest. So everything will come under the policy allowance. So these are the 5 types of allowance, which are the extra time which is provided above the normal time. Okay, just remember it, it is the extra time provided to the workers above the normal time. Okay, so these were the 3 types of time, and numericals are asked from these types. Okay, so formula is simple, so you have to just apply it. Thank you.